you happy heads and headettes, how you doing? This is Joel Martin for Help on the Way, Grateful Dead Guitar Instruction, or HOTWGDGI. And today we've got a fun one. We're going to do Althea, one of Robert Hunter's most powerful lyrical statements on the human condition and how we work when we're dealing with another person in our lives, and a really great lick of Jerry Garcia's, which is why I wanted to work on this, because the whole thing is based on a real good deal. This was their 11th studio record, 2 years after Shakedown Street, and pretty much they'd been doing, a record, even in their break that they took, they still put out Blues for Allah. They had started their own record company. They'd gotten to the point where they were done with that, and so in 1977 they signed to Arista Records. Clive Davis went after them hard and wanted to add them, got them, but he said, you need to get an outside producer. So for every record. So Terrapin, they had Keith Knowles, and then for Go to Heaven, they got a guy named Gary Lyons, who was hot off his fresh success with the first Foreigner record. And I know, just like you and me, when we think of the Grateful Dead, the next band we think of is Foreigner. And oddly enough, Gary had done the first Foreigner record, and right about that time, Keith Olsen, who had produced Terrapin, went on to produce their second record, Foreigner's second record. So there actually is a really weird Grateful Dead Foreigner connection. But, Jerry came in to Go to Heaven with 2 new songs. So here on the record, you only have 2 Jerry songs, and they're Althea and Alabama Getaway. So, the heavy lifting was done by Bob in a lot of ways. He had some great stuff on that record. And then we had to wait another 7 years before In the Dark, before another Grateful Dead record came out. So, it's a little sad, because I think one of the things I love about Jerry, one, is just the volume of stuff that he put out between 1969 and, say, well, really the whole run until 79, 80. But especially that incredible Renaissance golden era for him from 1968 through 1974. Just, unmatched, I would have to say. So anyway, let's get into it. This is a really fun lick. It's very guitar friendly, so this will be fun. It's a great soloing jam piece. It's another one that's kind of made for musicians to connect with and play together. There's no weird things that come at you, no little musical landmines. It's all real straight. It's based on a B minor, and the other chords in the progression are A and E. So if you're analyzing that to try to figure out where you should be, that's going to be a key of A, because you have the E major, 5-1, and then the B is functioning as a 2 minor, so that means you're going to be soloing in Dorian. And but then, of course, there's a couple nice little things that move around in there, good deceptive movement in there. So the whole lick starts on the B minor, and then this is actually a really good song to practice your thumb picking with finger picking. And so Jerry just sort of claws stuff. So, you have sort of the low couple notes in the B minor, and then he picks the second string and then third string. He picks it with his third finger, and, well, hey, that's a good question, because Jerry didn't really have that. I wonder what he... I guess he probably doubled... I'm sorry. This is just hitting me now on video, because, we all know Jerry, right? But, he must have doubled that up with his third finger. And then, he plays an A chord and does the sus. And then to get into the E chord, he hits the open G string and hammers on his first finger, and then hits the open E chord. So we have, and then hits that G sharp again and an A. And then he does all kinds of things. He either just plays the next chord as the B minor, or he does the little bass run on the 5th string. Sometimes he puts in a little bend on the G. You can do that anywhere, right? That whole kind of thing. So then it gets into the B section, which is still really sticking with the A major theme. You have the A, na 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 na, C sharp minor. That's the 3rd of A, and then a 4 chord, the D to A, back to the C sharp minor, and then the E, the 5th of A. And then there's the bridge in the middle there, which is just, this is a little variance in the key area. You get a D, kind of goes to the key of D for a minute because you're thinking D and then G, so that's like a 1-4. Then E, so that's a little fake out there, and then back to the D. Stuff. Put in your pinky as a sus on the E chord. That's Althea. Hope you're having a good time with the series. This is video 7. 7 days, 7 songs. So please let me know what you're thinking of this. If you have any questions, I'm pretty sure I know what songs I'm going to do for the rest of this run, but I could definitely be swayed. So let me know what you want to work on, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye.